It's episode 1284, and it's the Relevant Podcast here in Orlando. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, it's Two-Face. Isn't that a Batman villain where he's
look
got half his face burned off?
Can I tell you the other
FBI
issue
informant.
with the lighting is?
Hold on, let me introduce the cast, and then you can tell
okay, go ahead.
us. From Nashville, our managing editor, downtown Emily Brown.
Hey, y'all.
And from LA, he's first time in a month. It's Marty.
What's going on?
We're excited to have you, buddy.
I don't think you ever said Jesse's name, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesse Carey's
matter.
the problematic lighting guy. So
Hold on.
we've been doing video for 12 weeks now.
And
By
the
the
last
way-
2 weeks, it was great lighting. But the thing is, we recorded at different times. Okay, people don't understand this time of year. The sun takes very dramatic angles in the sky. You know, like, and I'm telling you, an hour difference. If we recorded an hour earlier, the lighting's perfect, and I had it all set up perfect, not thinking about the sun. To be honest with you, like not thinking that when we record. Remember, like 2 weeks ago, we recorded at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, a little peek behind the curtain. That's when I got everything set up. I had the light. I adjusted things. I was like, this looks perfect. Now the sun is creeping over. It's the whole.
See, we were like, how come you didn't go to video 5 years ago when everybody else did? This is why. Because Jesse's lighting.
A lot of
No, I'm joking.
complications.
Because of the sun.
Yeah.
Because of the orientation of the sun. That we have to only podcast in the certain quadrants of the lunar cycle. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to have a good show. We are recording at this time because I have to edit the show early because I'm going to Cabo this weekend. So
Whoa.
What's in Cabo? Well, I know what's in Cabo, but why are you going?
I've never been to Cabo, so you can tell me what's in Cabo. I got an invitation from a friend a few weeks ago, and he said, I'd love to host you.
Marriage conference in Cabo.
He's hosting some friends at the Montage of this amazing resort, and he said, we've got it covered, just show up. And I'm like, I'm there, free Cabo trip, let's go. So going to Cabo on a whim.
Hey, when do you depart for Cabo?
Sunday through Wednesday, so it's 4 days. We'll be there.
I just want everyone to know that's a normal occurrence for Cameron. He always gets free invitations to go pretty much anywhere.
What can I say? I walk in God's favor and blessing. I mean, come on, man.
Gross.
He gets front row parking everywhere. God favor is just not fair when it comes to Cameron.
Listen, if you get a text that says you want a free trip to Cabo with some good people,
You answer. The
you don't
text.
say yes. I mean,
Constant
what's
green
wrong with you?
lights. His whole life is a constant
Yeah.
green light.
Shut up,
Yeah.
I'm stupid. We do have a good show planned. We do not have a guest joining us. You know what's interesting? We can't figure out if people want guests or not. Looking at the YouTube numbers, when we have guests, they have not been as high a viewership as when it's just us farting around. But then our number one episode of all of them is when we had Ryan Johnson, the director of
Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some guests they want, but they don't want other guests. So we don't know what to do with y'all. So tell us in the comments if you want us to have people. So Jesse, me saying Cabo was my attempt to throw the islands towards you so you could latch on and tell us about NCIS. Because you had an NCIS take. I was trying to veer you there, and you didn't.
I didn't know where you're going with that.
Before we start with this, is NCIS still on air?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that because I was listening to. I listen to a lot of like Hollywood industry. Well, not a lot of. There's a couple shows that I listen to, just trying to keep my finger on the pulse of the biz. You know.
Sure.
And they were talking about networks and some of their longest running, most profitable shows. And NCIS has been on for like a decade, right? And I was thinking about the whole premise of NCIS. You know, it's the Navy's CSI or whatever it is. The criminal. Yeah.
What's
Now,
CIS?
What is it? Criminal Investigation
Services?
System?
Now, listen, I've never seen NCIS, but I assume it's the same premise as CSI, right? Where it's like it's part of the CSI family, right?
But isn't there like a naval component to it? Like
yeah, exactly.
That's where the N comes in.
But here,
Sure.
but that's the thing. It's the Navy's CIS, and I haven't actually seen an episode of NCIS, but I'm pretty sure it follows the same premise as the crime scene investigators, where each episode opens with some sort of grisly death.
Criminal
And-
Investigative Service, Naval
Yeah.
Criminal Investigative.
I think we got that.
and investigators have to go in and use forensics to solve the crime, how this person died. But I was thinking about this. The premise of this show is it's every episode starts with a murder, right? Now,
Law and Order is the same way. I mean, we've been doing this for 40 years. Yeah.
This show's been on for 10 years and it's been running for 52 weeks a year.
Wow.
Okay, look, the hundreds and hundreds of episodes. The likelihood that you're going to get murdered if you join the Navy is extraordinarily high if you take the premise of this show at its face value.
Jesse,
Right?
Jesse, NCIS has the franchise, because they have different locations, has over 1,000 episodes. These sailors are dropping like flies.
So think about this. If you're joining in this
Angela
CIS
busy.
in this NCIS world, universe, okay, that this all hinges on the plausibility of the basic premise that if you're a young person like walks into the naval recruitment office and you're like,
It's a 1 in 10 chance you're going to drop dead.
We have 1,000 people die a year.
Yeah,
that you know about.
Well, that's the thing. Like, okay, I get free college. I probably
Wait, and they're so the murders are so
If you
grisly. We have to
survive. Yeah, they're
film
so
the
grisly.
investigation.
Well,
But you
that's
get a
the thing.
Dodge Charger.
Well, that's the thing. You get you get the signing bonus. Likelihood you're it's relatively safe. You're going to be on a boat, but we do have to warn you. We have a prolific murder rate. We have grisly murder. You are so likely to get murdered by a fellow sailor that we have entire crime units around the Navy to investigate. And let me tell you, they are grisly deaths in this world.
like
Sailors
TV worthy. It's gonna be so
Like Dexter
horrific.
worthy, right?
Yeah.
Like they're pretty graphic.
In the world of NCIS, sailors are murdering each other in grisly fashion every single day. Not a day goes by, or I'll say this: not a week goes by where a sailor is
23 seasons, 23
brutally
goodness.
murdered, absolutely brutally murdered, probably by someone else in the Navy. Like, and I like that whole concept.
Because if it goes outside of the Navy, if the murder's outside Navy, then we're just talking federal officials. That's not NCIS.
Then we got to
This
go.
is intra-naval grisly murders.
The Navy is basically, according to the show, just breeding serial killers. I'm talking in the NCIS world. There is a grisly, absolutely brutal naval murder every single week. In perpetuity
for 23 years.
For decades. They cannot. They're like, look, when you're at the recruitment office, they're like, look, we're pretty good at getting to the bottom of who did it, but we have made zero progress in preventing this problem from
Thanks,
continuing.
Obama.
It's actually gotten worse as we've done more, I don't know, but I when they said CIS had been running that long, it made me really think about what the implications of that are for the basic premise,
When
They're
you
just
said
laying the
before the
foundation.
show, before the show, I said, "Is there anything pressing that y'all need to talk about today?" And you said NCIS. I thought, well, I trust him. I'll try to tee up the coast, or we're at the sea. I'm going to be at the sea, and that will get him thinking about the Navy. I didn't expect it would be that take, but
I was driving, and like I said, that random stat about how long that show had been running came up, and that's just where my mind went. I was thinking, like,
a lot of murders.
This is
It's in
shocking.
Gotham City or something. Like, how does this even happen?
That's how I had that thought because I watched Criminal Minds, which that's like 20 seasons, and statistically on that there are thousands of serial killers just like wandering the U.S. right now, and it's like I would like to think statistically that that's not accurate. Don't know. For
because
sure,
Criminal
but
Minds is like the mind of a sociopath.
Yeah.
So this isn't just gang violence or
every
like
episode,
Law and Order type thing. Yeah.
Every episode, 2 to 3 or more people die. Like it is like
Same
we
thing,
are
just not
dropping
Navy.
like flies
It's the same thing,
constantly.
just not the
but,
Navy's not
but,
involved.
but imagine that, but confined to a single branch of the
just
United States
At
military.
least Criminal Minds is
Imagine
like
that
throughout the
on a
U.S.,
boat.
sometimes the world. Yeah.
Oh, Criminal Minds, not even scratch the surface. 324 episodes over 15 seasons. I mean,
You got to look up Law and Order, Cam, because that one has been since I was a little kid.
And that one's
it,
specifically New York City, right?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, it used to be like Law and Order, but now they're getting like even specific. It's like Special Crimes Unit's the one that does the best. People like the worst of the worst.
Okay, Law and Order proper, 532 episodes over 25 seasons.
That's it.
And
Oh, you know why? Because
the Navy
NCIS goes on.
Yeah,
it doesn't have a season.
okay,
It just
that's
goes
probably
on forever.
That's probably a better murder rate than the actual New York City.
Law and Order Special Victims Unit has
one.
580 episodes, more than the original, over 27 seasons.
And
That's
still,
weird.
NCIS has
And
1,000.
Law and Order Organized Crime has 75 episodes over 5
Yeah,
seasons.
it got canceled.
So
And NCIS has how many?
over 1,000.
Well,
This
wait.
month.
Was that specifically NCIS or like the NCIS franchise?
So the NCIS proper has around the 500 mark, and the NCIS franchise has over 1,000.
But it's still the Navy. So
Yes,
even if it's
all
like
Navy.
different ports,
That's why I
even-
said the franchise. It's all Navy franchises.
I am curious if this has impacted.
Question:
the
Are they
Navy-
all like thrown over the railing, and that's every murder is just you got
I
pushed
can't
over
say
the
I've
edge?
ever
That's the
seen.
question.
I can't say that I've ever seen a single episode, but I do know.
You think you
I
could
do
just put
know
some surveillance cameras on all the boats, and then you just see who pushed everybody, and then get them. I mean, it's over.
I'm actually just more impressed they were able to come up with 1,000 unique ways to murder.
Get pushed over
someone
the
on
edge
a
of the boat.
Yeah.
in the Navy. Yeah,
Yeah.
But either way, it is shocking that all of these murders are confined to a
The
single.
Navy. More murders, twice as many murders than happen in New York City every week. Or happen
It's
I
in
mean,
the
this-
Navy.
it's an insane amount of
People
of
watch
murders
it, which is
happening.
crazier to me, right? Like people, like when I drive around California, like LA, you see the signs of like new season, and there's like a shark coming out, and I'm like, now
Is that
the killers aren't humans. Now the
Is that
killers
the
are
one that
animals.
has, what is it, Mark Hamill, the guy from that Nickelodeon game show, Double Dare? And he
It
on
might-
one of them?
Not Mark
That's
Hamill.
Mark Weathers. That's
I know.
Weathers?
Maybe
I
don't
know.
know.
The guy from That 70s Show, Wilder-Ramos, whatever. He's on the show randomly.
Mark Summers is who I was thinking
Mark
of.
Summers.
He's not on one of them?
It was weather related. Yeah.
Weather
so.
related. You said Mark Weathers. His name is Summers.
It's been a long week, guys.
Wait, okay, this
my,
is
my
making
mind's
me.
my mind's put a it's been really working hard trying to work through this NCIS thing.
I am curious if NCIS would be. So I don't know if y'all saw. I think it was the Emmys this week announced like a legacy award, which was this new award they'll give to
Mark
shows that have had
Harmon.
like.
Mark Harmon is the one on NCIS,
yeah.
who is not Mark Summers nor Mark Weathers. So just FYI.
Not weather related whatsoever.
Not
Sorry,
Carl Summers
continue.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, sorry, continue.
So there's this new legacy award, and it's like for shows that have had some sort of big cultural impact, but they have to have at least 60 episodes for 5 seasons. Like they can't just be like, a limited series or whatever. And so there's all these shows that are up for eligibility. I would love if something like an NCIS won over like Sopranos or something like that. Like just something that has an insane amount of episodes. Like that's so funny.
6.2 on IMDb, but they still get like the legacy award of just having
Yeah.
over 1,000 episodes in 1 month.
Shining a light
like
on
The
the
Simpsons and
shocking world
NCIS.
of
And then ridiculousness.
Naval
All
murders.
3 of those just, have you guys noticed that on cable? Like now cable's much different than when we were younger. Now, like on my cable, they just have one channel dedicated to like Law and Order now. I don't know if you guys
not
have
cable. That's the
What is
Roku
that?
channels and the Sony and the Samsung channels.
that. Or maybe
Those
it's
are
the
like the
Peacock
free-
channels.
That's
what it is.
Yeah, which is the same.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's,
just a
like
whole
it's
network.
live, but it's just literally a playlist of one show.
They have the
or whatever.
NCIS
Yeah.
channel where just
They
all
have
day
those for, like,
long.
SNL
Like
highlights
hotels and
and
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
ridiculousness. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that. That's what we're watching NCIS on.
Honestly, sometimes working remotely, I'll throw it on. I have a TV right there. I'll just throw on one of
Which
those,
one?
like just. Usually, it's some comedy one, like
Yeah.
News Radio or
Oh, that's a great one.
one of those Mad About You, and it's just a Mad About You channel. It's like something like that. Something that like I don't need to pay attention to it, but it's people
Yeah.
talking,
Background
and I feel
shows.
less grippingly lonely. Okay, moving the show along. Stay tuned. Up next, it's Relevant Buzz. This episode is brought to you in part by 316 Financial, the official financial partner of Relevant. It's a big deal because it means Relevant has partnered with a bank that actually shares the same values and priorities as this community. Right now, 316 Financial is offering something just for Relevant listeners. If you open a new checking account by March 31st and set up direct deposits totaling $1,000 or more, you'll get $100. It's fully online. Easy to set up and available right now. Just go to bank316.com/relevant and use promo code relevant2026. That's 316 Financial, Relevant's official financial partner. Again, go to bank316.com/relevant and use promo code relevant2026. Banking services provided by 316 Financial, a division of Premise Bank, member FDIC.
It's breaking today. Another sailor absolutely gruesomely
jumps
murdered.
overboard.
Yeah.
On a very special Mad About You. And that's what prompted the idea for NCIS. You know,
Sponsored by Diet Mug Root Beer. You remember that one?
yeah. Oh man, don't talk about flavored soda drinks. Have y'all seen?
Can you sing it?
Dr.
I haven't
Pepper?
even heard that.
Are you kidding me?
Where have you
My
heard it?
corner of the internet has been overtaken by the girl. She started a video and she just goes, "I have a theme song idea for Dr. Pepper," and it's like just the phone's right up in her face. She goes, "It's Dr. Pepper, baby. It's good and nice." Do. And then the internet ran with it, and everybody's remaking it and turning it into a jingle, and it's got millions and millions of views, and it won't stop. And because I stop and watch it, all I'm seeing is Dr. Pepper jingle TikToks, and it's stuck in my head. I cannot believe it hasn't entered y'all's feed.
This is the very first I'm hearing of this whatsoever.
Me too.
What is the likelihood that it's actually some sort of like covert marketing thing from the geniuses at Dr.
Nope.
Pepper?
I was thinking that same thing.
Nope, because Dr. Pepper has not acknowledged it, and the internet is divided about that. They're mad at Dr. Pepper for not getting in on it and all the free publicity they're getting. So it's actually sending people away from Dr. Pepper. There's like a Dr. Pepper revolt because they're not endorsing this girl's beloved jingle. Anyway.
Good riddance. I am a Dr. Pepper fan, and I don't need fake fans who would like get away from them just because of a dumb jingle. Let me have my Dr. Pepper.
It is a good beverage.
Even Dr. Pepper Zero is pretty
Dr.
good,
Pepper
to be
makes the world
honest.
taste better. Pretty sure that's a song.
I have a theme song for Dr. Pepper, and it goes like this. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice.
Oh, so you mean like...
Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Ooh, Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice.
Wow. Cool.
Now that is going to be in your, I'm telling you, now that you've heard it, it's going to be in y'all's feeds now. So,
It's like a little baseline. You know?
It's just like everywhere. It's millions and millions of views. You guys, anyway, whatever.
I'll see
It's
it
just
now all the
stuck
time.
in my head. Stuck in my head.
My
All
phone
right.
heard you, so I'll listen to it all the time now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you guys are going to see it in your feeds. Okay, it's time for
Relevant Buzz.
Tell us what's happening at the intersection of faith and culture this week, Emily. You got a stacked lineup.
I do. And I'm going to kick things off with something that I never thought I'd start with, which is talking about the Kardashians, specifically Khloé Kardashian. On her podcast, Khloé in Wonderland, she recently did an entire episode where she opened up about her faith and beliefs. And I personally was pleasantly surprised with how just like bold and clear and direct she was. I knew she's talked a little bit about her faith before, but this was just the most, like I said, just the most bold I've ever really seen her. So I want to play a clip so you guys can hear it.
I'm a child of God, and I believe in God and that Jesus is the Son of God, and that's my belief system. And it's something that gets me through every day, good or bad. I love to start my day off. I wake up every morning. I have 2 different apps on my phone that are Bible apps that I love, and I do them every day. I think it sets the tone for my day in such a beautiful way, and it anchors my day in gratitude. And then at the end of the day, I pray with both of my kids every single night, which are much shorter, age-appropriate prayers. And then by myself, I always just thank God for the day and all of our blessings. I love talking to God multiple times throughout my day. It just gives me comfort. It's my security blanket. And I don't want to just turn to God if I need something. I want him to know how grateful I am for everything that I have.
So, like I said, like I have just never really heard her talk like that clearly or that much about her faith. Like she's kind of sprinkled in things every now and then, but I don't know. I was really surprised by just how open she was and honest about it.
The other thing I appreciate is how leisurely and comfortable she looked podcasting. She's sitting.
I was just thinking about that outfit.
Cross-legged
that outfit
on.
just welcomes you.
Well, yeah, and she's sitting cross-legged on a couch recording. That makes me want to just like lie in bed with a microphone. I wonder how it would change.
The lighting would be
vibe.
better. The lighting would be better for you.
I know. I'm gonna have to just get a new room here.
Yeah, we posted that and it went bonkers. It has millions and millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes, but the comments are not nice because they're not like, obviously it's not just the relevant audience. It's primarily not the relevant audience, and they're like, they'll know you by their fruit. Christianity and vanity and wealth aren't go. I mean, people are just ruthless. So don't read the comments. So go, Khloé. We're happy for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being bold about your faith.
If only those people had some sort of insights into how we should treat judgment, that would be very helpful.
She's like, I'll just be honest with you. Like, I kind of was like, aren't they known for like promiscuousness and stuff? Like, I don't follow the Kardashians. And Emily told me that she's been she's been celibate for the last 4 years. And she's like really trying to live the Christian life and daily devotions and daily prayer. I mean, it's like, I got to be honest with you. This challenged my perception of her, but it also was like, do I have that much discipline in my spiritual practices every day? Like, am I getting lapped by a Kardashian? Like, spiritually? This isn't, got to step up my game here.
I feel like with her, especially like celebrities, they have to prove even harder that hey, like God is working in my life. Like I have to now explain
like what God? What God?
Yeah,
like
because people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, I have to actually go harder now to explain to you that I do pray with my kids, and that's the part that I think we are all cynical as humans. But if this authentic, great. But we're so used to being cynical that we're like already shooting it down, and she's like, having to prove it.
Yeah, and I will say, like the entire episode is like 45 minutes long, and it is just like her,
just about her faith.
Just about her faith. Like, I actually do want to show another clip because I think a lot of people, they see one 60-second clip and they decide I know everything about her faith. But like I said, like she talked for a very long time about it, was very open. But there was another clip that I also just really appreciated where she was talking about the power of prayer that she has seen in her life and how she's witnessed it, and like that to me just shows like she is very convicted about her faith. So
the power of prayer is so real and so strong. I know because I have so much faith. Like, I've helped so many people. This sounds crazy, but like when people are like, pray for me, I know I know you have a line to God, and I'm like, I do. Like, I genuinely do. And I've prayed for so many people through surgeries, or if I know my prayers when Lamar was in his coma. Like, I know I was heard by God. There's just no other way. Like, my faith does not waver. I know he hears me, and I'm going to pray until the cows come home or until Jesus comes back, whichever one.
Khloé Kardashian.
Khloé Kardashian.
Go off, Queen.
I met Lamar Odom one afternoon. Cameron, I think I showed you a picture.
Oh, yeah. You showed
at a convenience store.
Yeah, at a 7-Eleven.
With your son, right?
And he was wearing a leather purple suit matching, which was awesome. And he's enormous. You forget just how big. I know, Cameron, you go to a lot of NBA games, but when you're actually standing, but the thing is, like, when they're in the context of the game with other very large humans, you kind of lose it. When you see them wandering the aisles of a 7-Eleven, you just realize Lamar Odom is an enormous human. I think the oversized leather purple suit also helped.
When I was in high school, I ran into Shaq at Costco. Like, I just turned the aisle at Costco, and there was Shaq shopping at Costco. So I had the same experience where it's just like, this thing is not human. I mean, he's two people. That's two people standing on.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how big Shaq is.
A tank. That's a good one to describe them.
Yeah, remember Cameron, because Orlando, remember I think it was Ripley's Believe It or Not, they had like Shaq's foot and hand on a ball, and you could, as a kid, could see how enormous his hand is. How he
it was the NBA restaurant at Universal City Walk.
Is that what it was? And you could like put your hand in. He holds like a tennis ball. He holds a basketball like one hand.
Seriously, that's the context. It's like if we were throwing a softball into a hole, a hoop, that would be what these guys are with basketball. It's a totally different game for them.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
us throwing softballs. Anyway,
I can't wrap my mind around that. We
I'll
got to
say
move
this:
on.
very nice guy in Mike's limited
Lamar Odom?
experience at the
Nice.
7-Eleven.
he didn't used to be, and then Chloe prayed that the Lord would work on his heart to be
Yeah.
nicer to people. Boom.
Fix that
Look at
attitude.
Boom. And he started
dude.
dressing better, apparently. So
Yeah, you got this sweet purple leather suit in
did
rotation.
it make you want to get a purple leather suit?
Oh, I bought several after that interaction from him. They're very.
They're selling
They
them.
don't fit.
You have to roll
Yeah.
them up a lot.
Let me say this: you take a purple leather suit to the tailor, they don't know what to do. Most will not tailor leather suits, and so if anyone knows somebody, I have about 9 from Lamar Odom personally.
You have to go to those
Anyway.
places those hipsters that handmade the
Yeah.
leather goods and the wallets and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
With the ancient
34
tools.
waist.
You have to
This
go with
was-
your
The
purple suit.
cobbler. Yeah.
This was about 4 years ago that I met him, and it's still being worked on, the suit. But hoping by
It's a
next
team
year
of
I can get
craftsmen.
it out. Yeah, it's,
Cows have been murdered for this suit. It's just pure leather. It's just,
I'm in
30
about
cows have died.
$30,000 into this suit. So
The cows are not coming home, Chloe. They are in your suit of Lamar.
Okay, moving on. There was another person on a different podcast who opened up about their faith this week that I want to talk about, and that was Stranger Things star Caleb McLaughlin. Do any of y'all watch Stranger Things, or did y'all watch the finale or anything?
Nope.
Okay, just
I
me.
don't do
We all
demon
shook our heads
stuff.
together. No, not at all. I like the
Where's-
first season. It was great.
I like the first season. And then the
Yeah, I like
second
the
season got
scary-
too dark and yucky. I was like, this isn't
I like when
vintage.
shows don't
I like the
explain
80s retro
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I don't like shows that are more than like 6 episodes. I just don't have the time. Like
Yeah.
much less ones that's.
What
go
about
for, like, 10.
NCIS? 1,000.
I
Feel like
Unless
that's
it-
the limit that I.
Unless
Dude.
it involves mysterious naval murders
I'm out.
that are happening on a weekly basis, I'm just not in.
Have y'all ever? I know Emily, you recently did this. You started at the beginning of ER and wanted to watch the run of it. I think you did that with Grey's Anatomy as well.
No, I've watched Grey's Anatomy up until like maybe the 12th season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
During COVID, I was like, I've never watched Survivor, so I started to watch season 1, episode 1, and I watched every episode of Survivor, 49 seasons. I'm not saying it's good. It just becomes
it is good. It's kind of good though. Sometimes
it's predictable. It's
Some
formulaic
seasons are
now.
good, some
Seasons.
are. Yeah.
There's a
There's a
couple
reason it's been
seasons-
on that long, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Real
50
World.
seasons.
Like you know how Real World, like New Orleans was better than New Orleans, like another place. Survivor to me was the same thing. There's sometimes you start hearing about it, you're like, I just gotta see what's going on, and then you're like wrapped in heavy, especially the older episodes. I got a little stuck during the pandemic as well.
I know, right?
When the food, remember they're like, hey, we're gonna start charging people food, and then people are like, I'll put $100 on it, and it's like nothing.
the bidding,
It's like, hope
yeah.
you enjoy this ham that's
or a
expired.
raw fish head or something.
Yeah. And-
Ugh.
But okay, so you've watched all of them,
Of
in
course, yeah,
COVID,
no, I fell into
2020,
the same
they
trap
used to
as
do
you.
they used to do like 40 days, and now they're doing 26.
Oh, wow.
It's like rookie.
Lame.
Like,
Yeah.
I can fast.
OG Cast needs to jump on.
Church is on a 21-day fast right now. What are you complaining about? 26 days? Like, go 40 and then talk to me. Anyway,
And honestly, those 30 to 40 were always the best part because that's when people really start
they were
losing their
going
sanity.
nuts.
Yeah.
People's
Yes.
body was giving out on them. They couldn't do the challenges. Like, it
That's
Yeah.
what we
really.
They got super skinny. Like,
Yeah.
They should just
really
start at day
bad
30.
health.
I don't care about 1 through
There were
30.
actual survival risk.
Yes.
In the early seasons. Real quick, I
Yes.
found the picture.
Nah.
I'm not a big guy, but I'm not like small.
No,
but look,
you're
look how
6'1".
huge he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how huge he is.
Yeah, he's enormous.
And look at that suit, guys.
Wow.
Jesse, you're 6'1". That man looks like he's 7'9" next to
know.
you. That is
I know.
insane.
You probably
I don't know
is.
why, Jesse. I expected that picture to be at night. I don't know why. Like convenience store.
No,
at
this
night.
was
Oh no,
in the
that
middle
was
of an
that was a
afternoon.
Like 2
midday
a.m.
7-Eleven. No,
Yeah, I thought it was like a 2 a.m. Like he was just like
And this
going
is,
to a party, but
Was that
no,
in
just
Virginia?
this is
normal.
every day.
4
yeah,
p.m. in a leather suit, purple. Great.
Yeah.
Incredible.
This was just his everyday wear.
He was.
you
Yeah, he
know?
was going to a meeting.
He was just going to 7-Eleven. He
Tell
left.
us about Stranger Things.
Yeah, getting us back
Sorry,
to
yeah,
Stranger
yeah.
Thing. We're talking
Sorry,
about
got purple suit mode. Go
we don't
ahead.
need guests anymore. Just kidding.
He's been in purple suit mode for 4 years because he's drowning financially because of this purple suit. He's trying to get tailored.
He's got to keep up with
Yeah,
this.
it's-
his GoFundMe is dwindling. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay, let's talk again about Caleb McLaughlin, who played Lucas on Stranger Things. So he's been doing press as the series wrapped up, and he appeared on Pod Crush, which is hosted by Penn Badgley, who's from like Gossip Girl. I don't know. Y'all probably didn't watch those shows either.
Penn and Teller.
No.
Yeah.
He's the one who doesn't talk. He makes
Yeah,
a
maybe he was
terrible
named
podcast.
after
He's mute.
that. Maybe he was named after. I don't know. I'll have to ask him one day.
His
He's
name is Penn?
got a great podcast though. He just sits there quietly nodding.
His name is Penn?
Penn and Teller.
Penn Badgley.
But I'm just saying, like, no one's. You can name your kid Penn?
I don't know.
Do you think it's short for
His
Peninsula? I don't know.
Timothy.
Timothy? Yeah,
Forrest
that's why
Frank
he goes
blocked
by
me because
Penn.
I called him Forrest Frankfurter. And he was like, it's not short for that. Stop.
his real name is Penn. It's Penn Fraser Gillette is his given name.
You lie.
No, I just
You
looked
lie.
it up. I just looked it up.
The internet's never lied.
I mean,
Okay.
according to
So-
Wikipedia.
So University, a 90s sitcom, and a shaver. That's what he's named after.
Very famous
It's
family.
good company. Some very
Yeah, good company.
practical, hearty name.
Very famous.
Ivy
family.
League, entertainment, and self-care.
And
so
that's
we
what's
just
led
want to
him to
cover
a
all the
podcast.
bases.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what led him to this podcast. But no, so Caleb's on the show. They're talking for a while. Caleb makes a comment about his faith, and Penn kind of latched onto it and asked him, like, is faith a new thing for him? Where did that start? And it turns out faith is and isn't a new thing for Caleb. So he grew up in the church because his dad was a pastor, or is a pastor. So he's a PK.
Wait, he's at PK doing a demonic show?
Mhm.
Disappointment of the family.
Yeah. So not surprising, he does admit that his relationship with God is not what it used to be, probably because of various
All
things,
the
like we all
occult.
go things. I probably didn't help the situation. But he said that within the last year, he just has like kind of had a renewed sense of like wanting to get back and like right with God, get things back on track. So I want to share what he had to say about that.
Felt a connection with God in my my spirit. For I can't even remember the day it started. It was just always been a part of me. It's always been part of me. But I think there's always a different level to it, because I feel like sometimes you live your life and you kind of like get into the world a little bit, and then you kind of stop praying sometimes, and you're like, all right, I'm praying before I go to sleep. All right, and then you wake up, like, all right, great. But then you have those moments like, wait, I need to pray and talk to God,
Like Chloe.
like ground yourself. And that was a lot. I did that a lot this summer. And I went to church a lot with my family, and I deleted Instagram and got off social media, and it just started like, grounding myself a little bit more and talking to God more. And it's been really replenishing. It's stepping into this next level in my life as an adult. My frontal lobe is almost closing. So I was like, let me.
So you're like, hey God, listen, I'm back. Okay.
Let's accomplish a few things before the brain is sealed.
The summer I turned godly.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah.
This is new
Summer I
show.
turned godly. The summer I turned godly. Oh man, coming soon on PureFlix. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Yeah, moving on. I do have to pivot, Buzz, for a bit. Talk about some things that happened this week. First thing, Philip Yancey, who wrote books like What's So Amazing About Grace and The Jesus I Never Knew, and who we have spoken to before, Irrelevant. He confessed publicly that he had been in an 8-year extramarital affair, and because of that, he would be stepping away from ministry to focus on restoring his marriage.
76 years old, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yeah. Yes.
sold 15 million books, Christian books.
Wow.
Very, very influential Christian author. So a lot of people like when Ravi Zacharias and like others have, things have come out about that were very formative to people's spiritual journeys. There's a lot of upset and disillusion and hurt people right now. So
I can't believe that he was able to even have. Okay, we're not going to go there. Sorry.
no, you can. One of the commenters said exactly what you're about to say. We saw it.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. All right, that's just my first thought. I don't know who he is. I have no idea. He could be anybody. He looks
Guys,
like
I think we should need to circle back to that purple suit. For a minute.
he
Let me
looks
help
like
us out.
John Piper's brother with like a little Bob Ross fro, right? And still, he was able to get another woman. Like a woman was attracted to him, and was able to have an
I
extra.
can't get anybody going on a date with me, but that dude with that hair. Good Lord.
He looks like John Piper's twin brother, who like has like a little bit like it's a hippier version of John Piper, and someone wanted to be with him. How did that happen?
Somebody
He's
said
like
that in the
78 years
comments.
old.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's very sad news.
I want to see this
and
lady.
Very sad.
frustrating.
He did say he was not going to give like any details about it
because she's married too, and so he doesn't want to
yeah.
cause more hurt to her husband.
And out of like
stuff,
respect
so.
for his wife,
And her
like,
husband doesn't know. So, just kidding.
We
never
don't know.
suspected a thing because he's like, "Oh, that guy's crazy."
They're
looking. She'll
definitely
never-
friends.
yeah,
He's
don't need to worry about
definitely.
this."
We're good. You guys could go on that trip together. Nothing's gonna happen.
All right, next
Nothing.
topic.
Moving on from
Guys,
that.
did I tell you about that one time I met Lamar Odom at a 7-Eleven?
Jesse's just like, escape. He's trying to pull the cord. Just get out of this. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to move on to something that not really
It's
even better.
worse. She's
Arguably
gonna
is
bring us
worse.
something worse now.
Yeah, unfortunately. So sorry about this. But we have to talk about
This is like an
Stacie-
episode of NCIS going from one horrible thing to another horrible thing.
Well, I didn't
That
start with the
happens
horrible
every
thing.
single week. Thousands of these
Thousands
bodies
yeah.
are just piling up in these boats.
It's like the pluribus food room where all these
Oh
dead
my
bodies are
gosh.
just lined up floor to ceiling. All right.
Okay. No, I want to talk about what's happening with Stacie Orrico, which is a name we probably have not heard since 2006. I don't know if y'all remember her.
All right, no
She-
shade. Don't throw any shade on
No,
it.
I'm just saying, like, she has stepped away for like 20 years. And so, if you don't know, she was a really big Christian pop artist. She had songs like Stuck, There's Gotta Be More to Life. Like, she was really big when she was a
like
teen.
number 2 on the Billboard charts above like Eminem and like
Yeah, she had like
big, yeah.
crossover hits.
She's
yeah.
one of those few crossover Christian acts that was real big in that 2000s pop era, early 2000s.
Yes, yeah. And so she had this big career, and then kind of all of a sudden it seemed like she just like stepped away for no reason. And now, fortunately, we have a little bit of some light has been shed on why that happened. Last Tuesday, Stacie sued her former manager and label over childhood sexual abuse. The lawsuit names her former manager, Britt Ham, along with Universal Music Group and Christian music label Forefront Records. In the complaint, she says that for several years from the time when she was 14 to 18, there were several instances where her manager sexually assaulted her while they were on the road, and that complaints were made to the label, and the label executives did not do enough to protect her or remove Ham from having any sort of influence on her. We have more details on our site. We don't need to get into them. If you're interested,
Obviously,
you can go read them.
it's tragic. It's allegations at this point.
Yes.
Obviously, innocent until proven guilty. But it's just another thing. It's just
really,
my goodness,
sad story.
really
Yes.
sad. Can you pull us out of this ditch that you've brought?
I
us
can. I
Okay,
promise.
so there I was, Slurpee.
In the purple suit.
in? Marty,
What?
that is an You're making the girls on our video feed
I don't like
temptation
this
now.
joke. I don't
This
like
is the
joke.
perks. This is the perks of watching us on video. Is that you get to see stuff like this in the purple leather
So anyway,
suit.
I was really
I
thirsty.
found
Wanted
that.
the big
That's not
gulp,
even
guys.
ChatGPT. That was him
There I
normally.
am, filling
That's
it
just a
with
normal-
Coke. The big
It's him
gulp.
trolling the 7-Elevens in Virginia Beach.
Why
Anyway.
why did they give him a cane? Why did they give him a cane? Like,
All right,
They didn't give
sorry,
Lamar Odom
Emily.
one.
We're getting,
Emily.
I got to pull us out of
Last
this.
one.
Okay, last thing. I want to talk about literally nothing that we've talked about before this. I wanted to show a quick clip from Daniel Caesar's Tiny Desk performance last week because, one, it was phenomenal, but two, we've been talking a lot about Daniel because he's been on just like a really cool spiritual journey over the last year. He talks about or sings about it a lot on his latest album, Son of Spurgey. So he stopped by Tiny Desk last week, played a couple songs from that, and I just want to share a quick clip of that performance.
Chances are I'll step out of line, but who knows? Lately you set up in my mind. Yeah, girl, you and I'd like that. Lately I've been thinking that perhaps I am a coward, hiding in a disguise of an ever-giving flower, in confidence steward of our love, that sweet, sweet power.
Well, there you go.
There we
Good
go.
stuff. All right. Well, there's more where that came from. Go check out relevantmagazine.com every day where we've covered all of those stories. And if you want to join the very lively comment section on several of those posts. Follow us on Instagram at Relevant Magazine. Man, that Khloé one, poor girl. Anyway, she liked it last night. Bieber's liked it. Conor McGregor's liked it. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt has liked it.
Quite the collection.
Khloé liked it.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest collection of celebrity likes that we've ever seen on one of our viral posts. It's like,
it's very funny.
How'd they see it? Yeah. Lamar Odom liked it. Shaq liked
Conor
it.
McGregor.
Conor McGregor, dude.
Like if you were to say name 15 celebrities that you think like this post, I don't think Conor McGregor would be on that bingo card.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Stay tuned. Up next, very quick edition of Slices. Okay, it's time for
Slices.
All right, what do you have, Jesse?
All right, so there is a new website that is launched that is called Lottery Every Second. And basically what it does is it's running simulations of the Powerball lottery as well as like the European equivalent of it every single second, right? And the whole intention of this website is to show you how improbable it is that you will ever win the Powerball, and basically illustrate how the Powerball and those type of lotteries are basically a massive scam, showing that if you were playing, because some people play Powerball every week and they have this delusion that consistency eventually will have to pay off. This is running it every second, and every time it doesn't win. That's because if you played the Powerball lottery every second, right, to try to hit a single jackpot, guess how long it would take to hit with the current odds of a Powerball?
Like days or something like that. Like it would take a long time, I feel.
Like 10,000 years.
It would take 4.6 years.
Whoa.
If you're playing every second. Okay.
Oh.
That's how long those combination of numbers. Basically, they said this website exists to make the absurdity visible. Watch the numbers roll. Watch them never match. Feel the seconds tick by. Imagine all the money it would cost per ticket. Every second that passes is statistics working exactly as expected. And it goes to demonstrate Powerball and most like state and government run lotteries are a massive, massive scam. Those games would not be legal in casinos. Like gaming commissions would not allow them because the odds are so tilted. It's basically a tax on gullible people, the state-run lotteries. And so I think this website hopefully is illustrative to people who play those games that you're essentially just giving money back to the government because it is a massive, massive scam.
I'm playing it right now.
I
have not won yet.
Yeah, well, we'll check in 4.5 years.
I've never done lottery ever, but I'm just like, I'm on the site now.
I have an uncle who has
terrible.
won. He's won twice the state lottery. It was like I think 50,000 each time. But we talked to him like, "What's your strategy on that?" Every single day he buys a ticket. Like he is spending. I mean, even if he won, like I said, he won like $50,000. There's no way he's made that money back because of how much. If hopefully breaking even, and it's like, even then you get taxed for it. Like it's just. But it's like you hear like, oh, I won the lottery or I won, this big jackpot and it's great. But it's like, what did it take for you to get there? Like,
imagine if he invested all that money, like the compound interest on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and two, once you collect your winnings, you lose about half back to taxes. Like the state just takes it back. It's a big scam. I think he ended up taking home maybe like 32,000, something like that. Like it was like it really was almost like half of it was taxed. Yeah,
it's crazy.
The weird thing, I saw somebody who won the mega something $1.9 billion in Arkansas like a month ago, and they said her take home because she did the one-time payment, and her take home after taxes was like $560 million.
Wow!
Because when they already do the thing. If you want it up front, we're going to give you about half of what you would have won in installments, and then half of that went to taxes. So she made it.
Was that the lady with the scream mask? I always love that when they come through and they're wearing like a
they won't show their face, so their relatives and friends don't know they're rich.
She had a scream mask and a leather purple suit, and she appeared to be about 7 feet tall. So we don't know.
Huge white afro. It was
They're holding they always
Very
holding like, a
attractive.
big check with the mask. It always makes me laugh because it's like a different character. Like it'll be like a Halloween mask. Like sometimes they're so cheap. People will like get the cheapest mask. And it's like their head and it's like holding this big check of 10 million.
You would buy like one of those like super realistic Hollywood prosthetic like alien mask or something.
Anything.
Yeah. I'd get one of those hyper realistic masks like Bryan Cranston wore to Comic-Con that one
Yes.
year where he wore a
It's
Walt
movie
White
quality.
mask. Yeah. I want a movie quality. I mean,
Chewbacca and movie quality.
cost would be no option. Yeah.
All right, real quick. Do you have a sliced? Marty?
I do, guys. What's
All
going
right.
on? All right,
Here's for the short one.
real quick one. So DMX, one of my favorite artists, DMX, a hip hop artist, is gonna be recognized as a minister during a public ceremony in New York. It's meant to recognize his role of faith played throughout his career. If you're not aware, DMX would open his shows in prayer, end his shows in prayer. Having faith was a very
Not like Khloé
conversation.
Kardashian level, but like up there, you know.
Yeah, like he prays on every album. Like he opens it and he's like, "Dear God, I love you," and then if you've ever,
X gonna
listened-
give
I
it
don't
to
know why I
you.
did- Yeah,
He's
yeah, the
talking
next
about
song is
prayer. It's like
Yeah.
you asked me for prayer. X gonna give it to you. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
So-
X Christ, right? Isn't that like
Now
Xmas?
it makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
All
And-
tapestry. Yeah.
There's so many great stories. I have so many great personal friend stories. I collect them of DMX. But yeah, so he's being recognized in New York. His estate really wants nothing to do with it, which I feel like is the best part of the story because they're like, we don't. Okay, sure.
This is an
the best part of-
unwanted ordination.
Yeah, it's unwarranted.
Who applied for this? Like
Nobody did. They just were like, "Hey, let's just give it to to DMX." And so, it's just a funny because the church that's actually giving it to him, they're pretty like recognized. They were part of the Underground Railroad. Like they have this rich.
It's an AME
history.
church, like a historic
Yeah.
black church.
and it's just like they have a rich history. But his estate is like, yeah, we're good on this. We don't need it.
Emily and I were confused because we were like, "Is that a thing? Like somebody's dead, and then you can like after the fact, like make them a
Make
minister."
him a minister.
And you looked it up, and it actually is a tradition in the Methodist denomination, which
Not
AME
a common
is
one. Not a
Right,
common.
but
to be
AME,
clear. Yeah.
but
American
there's a
Methodist.
precedent for it.
Yeah, it's a offshoot. Yeah.
Makes
There you
sense.
go.
Methodist.
I'm
just kidding.
curious what the point is because when I think about obviously when a minister is ordained to serve the church and to minister to people, and it's like, well, he's dead, so what's the point of this? But
All right, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, I got a game. We're doing part 2 of Overrated, Underrated, or Just Right.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Okay, it's time for Overrated, Underrated, or Just Right. Marty, you weren't here last week when we played this for the first time. I'm just going to tell each of you something, and you tell me if it's overrated, underrated, or just right. It's pretty self-explanatory. Here we go. We're starting with you, Jesse. Mayonnaise.
Oh, totally overrated. It's disgusting condiment. I don't touch it. It's
What are you talking about? You eat club sandwiches without mayonnaise?
Yeah.
I never go near the stuff. It overwhelms the taste. Like it's not complimentary.
What are you
It tastes like
talking about?
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise?
What are
Listen,
you
you
talking
asked
I think
about?
you're
me.
putting too much
Mustard?
mayonnaise on it.
Even a hint. I
It's
don't
the
like.
least tasty of the condiments. It's more
It's
for
unnecessary.
Jesse's the dry
creaminess.
guy.
Anyway, all right,
Overrated.
here we go.
Not a mayo guy.
All right, Marty, squats. Overrated,
No, they-
underrated, or just right?
They're just right. Squats are good for you.
Yeah.
Good for your back. Especially being a dad, you guys know. You guys
Yeah,
gotta
just
just you're just
gotta-
picking up
gotta
your
be
kid.
doing
You
the
gotta do
squats.
squats.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Emily, Chris Hemsworth. Overrated, underrated, or just right?
Just right.
Yeah. He's
You said that with so
We're
much
good.
care. Just right.
he is just,
Just
right.
right.
Chris Hemsworth, baby.
Why'd
He's
you go like
good
this
and
At
nice.
the end.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. Why'd you go
Oh.
chef kiss, Emily?
Leather purple
right,
suits.
Jesse, overrated,
Just right.
underrated, or just right? Pet fish.
Oh, they're totally underrated because they're hardly any upkeep. I gave my wife a pet fish that I won on a boardwalk when we were dating, and she accidentally left it in a car in New York, and and the bowl froze. Okay, so the fish was frozen in a block of ice for an extended period of time. It thawed, and he lived. They're super rare.
Shut
That's about
up.
Yeah,
About right.
yeah, dude.
It's the whole
I'm telling
premise
you,
of the
very
woolly mammoth.
resilient.
Little biblical story there.
They're so
Yeah.
low
That's great.
maintenance. You can freeze them to death, and they
Marty, LaCroix.
I'm gonna say that is overrated in my opinion.
Overrated.
It's just like they're shouting out the flavor from like a mile away. That's what it tastes like.
Pamplemousse. What are we doing here?
Emily, you're a reader. Philip Yancey books. Overrated, underrated, or just right?
The books themselves, separating the art from the artist, books themselves are good. Just right. Well, I'm gonna play it safe here.
No, just right. All right.
Yep.
Jesse, air fryers.
Oh, underrated. I'm a huge air fry guy.
Every day.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, I use it
every day of my life.
Most meals. Yeah.
Heavy rotation.
Marty, motorcycles. Overrated,
overrated,
underrated, or just
overrated?
Yeah,
overrated.
Very dangerous.
You gotta be careful on those bad boys. You just never know. And if you've ever driven one,
I have 3 of them.
Usually...
And next time you're in town, we'll go on a ride, and you'll realize that.
Listen, I love it. I love motorcycles, but I also have I'm a nerd when it comes to. I wear the jacket. I put my uncle
like a will to live. That's what you also have. Yeah,
Sturgis, whatever he does. He's really into it. My family's really into bikes, but I've seen people get hurt.
Yeah, not worth it.
Emily, voice notes. Overrated, underrated, or just right?
Underrated. I'm using a voice note any chance I can, and no one else does it, and I prefer voice notes. Let's kick that into high gear in 2026.
I need 4 times the speed though on Emily's.
If I see a voice note, it's like this isn't. This message might as well not be sent. I'm not listening. I don't, and especially if it's over a minute. I'm like, what do you think the time I got? Just
I've sent a 9-minute voice note one time, and my friend responded back with another voice note. Was like, "Thank you for that podcast," because that is essentially what it gets into. I got
all right, Jesse, Sammy Davis Jr. Overrated, underrated, or just right?
Seems just right to me.
Yeah.
You know, I feel no one's got any beef, but no one's digging out the greatest hits. Just right.
Just right. Marty, Back to the Future 2. Overrated, underrated, or just right?
Oh, wow. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say it's just right. I actually liked I liked the 2.
It's great.
I liked it.
I got the
I didn't like
hoverboard
3.
right over there.
3 was the bad one I didn't
Air
like.
Mags. Come on now.
Yeah.
I have the Air Mags too. I have Air Mags.
I even like that they switched.
I have a Lego set of the DeLorean.
I even like the girl that they switched out. I didn't like the first movie I didn't like that girl. I got the new girl. Everything worked out perfect.
Emily, Meta glasses.
Overrated.
I have a pair. I agree with you.
Are they?
Yeah.
It's a fun little novelty, but it's like, what's the point? I'll give you one more round. Here we go. It's an ice round. Speaking of the fish, Jesse, nugget ice, the Chick-fil-A ice.
Just right. I feel like it's got a lot of hype. It lives up to it, but not quite underrated. It's right in the
everybody who loves it, which I love it.
Yeah, it's elite ice.
Correctly rated. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Marty, ice baths.
They are underrated. They're really good for you. They just suck, but they're really good.
Awful.
They're the worst thing you ever did.
Emily, ice skating.
Overrated. And I'm personally saying that because I'm not good at it, and so I just need us to let go of it forever.
Okay, we got to end on this one. We got to end
it.
on this one. Here we go. January and February sporting events. Jesse, overrated, underrated, or just right? The Super Bowl.
Whoa. Underrated. I feel like we should have an extra day off after. I feel like it should be a much bigger deal. Huge Super Bowl guy. Love it. We throw a big party every year. Underrated. Everyone should have a blast and get the day off after. I'll die on that hill.
Marty, the NBA All-Star Weekend.
I agree with Jess. It needs to be a whole week, no longer the weekend.
I don't know. It's falling off. It's kind of over. I'm the biggest NBA fan. I think
the dunk contest is getting weird. They're no longer doing the weird dance before.
NBA All-Star Weekend up until about 2010. Chef's kiss. But since then, tough. Emily, last one. The Winter Olympics. Overrated, underrated, or just right?
Winter Olympics specifically, overrated. There's only 3 events that are actually interesting. The rest are just not really worth watching. Summer Olympics, underrated. But winter, sorry. No offense to the athletes.
A lot of losing.
Yeah.
Cool runnings.
What is curling?
Hey, if y'all made it through our NCIS and Yancey talk, we appreciate you watching. If you like the show, hit like, subscribe, comment underneath. Tell us your thoughts. We like seeing them. If you're listening to the audio show, hey, we're over on YouTube too. You should check us out. Follow us on Relevant Magazine on Instagram, and we're posting on YouTube. We're posting on Threads. We're posting on TikTok. A lot of stuff happening. And check us out at relevantmagazine.com every day for the latest. All right. On that note, we'll wrap it. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Emily Brown.
I'm Marty.
We will see you next Tuesday. Have a great week, everyone.